Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. This is going to be for mid to end of March 2023. As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the overall energy for the reading already pulled, the deck already shuffled that we'll be diving into, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. You guys blew up my reading last week, the Gemini reading. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the support. It was pretty fun to watch, you guys comment on it and stuff. Not necessarily the best reading. I'm sorry that you guys were dealing with that, but I do appreciate the support there. So this isn't a love reading necessarily. It can be taken as your love life or, just kind of in general. It is a general reading. The point of these readings is to take it how it resonates for you. All right, Gemini, in your recent past, you have spiritual cleansing with the Six of Swords. So your recent past, there was something that you were kind of forced to move on from. Something that I feel like was maybe a little bit forced out of your life. And I feel like you might still be a little hung up on it. But I do ultimately feel like this was like, I don't know, I can tell you every single one of these is telling me that it was for the better. So, because I feel like whatever this was that you were investing in your past was blocking you actually from whatever abundance it is that you're ultimately trying to attract into your life. Because in your current energy, you have karmic path with the Empress in reverse. Now, I feel like whatever this was a karmic path. And it ultimately was a karmic path because you weren't putting yourself first here. It was an energy of not putting yourself above possibly someone or something else. And I feel like that ultimately left you kind of in a cycle of being disappointed and feeling just like I don't know, just kind of left out in the cold ultimately. In your immediate future, you have protection with the Lovers in reverse. So this is literally like trusting that the universe is protecting you from what you're not deserving of. Protecting you from seeing that you are not deserving. Like, well, hang on. How do I rephrase that? Protecting you from what you weren't deserving of. Yeah. And I feel like ultimately it's like that quote. How does it go exactly? It's like it didn't work out because it's working out for you, like in a way. It's not the quote, but something like that. Like it didn't work out because that was the best thing that could have happened to you. Was for it to not work out. Now, your overall energy for this reading is reveal what needs to be seen and release your block. So there's a block. This thing, whatever it was blocking you. These are both Scorpio energies too. I don't know if that's important to anyone, but it's like a block of blocking you from your abundance because you've been investing in what wasn't good for you, what isn't good for you, what doesn't deserve your time and energy essentially. And so that's been keeping you from what it is that you ultimately do deserve. But let's start here, Gemini, by looking at your recent past. You have spiritual cleansing with the Six of Swords. What was Gemini dealing with in their recent past? What was Gemini dealing with in their recent past? This is recent past for Gemini, please. Recent past for Gemini. Spiritual cleansing with the Six of Swords. See, okay. You were dealing with some pretty intense limiting beliefs about something. And I feel like that's why you were like I don't know if you were overwhelmed with a decision or just emotionally overwhelmed in general. I feel like it's like there's a lot of confusion. A lot of not understanding what was going on in your recent past. Very outside of your comfort zone there. I want clarity on this though. I want to get more on this message because I want to know what these limiting beliefs are. If you're new to my readings, just know that sometimes it takes me a while to get to that aha moment when things kind of click. It's like a puzzle. Very triggered. This situation that you dealt with in your recent past was triggering you into alignment, which makes sense because it was a karmic path. Because you were investing in it with limiting beliefs. There were limiting beliefs about it. But it was almost like you were confused about either why it had to happen or why it happened the way it did, or something kind of took you like happened out of the blue or something like that that caught you off guard. But I ultimately see that whatever it is, it's triggering you into alignment. Recent past here with for Gemini. Recent past for Gemini. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Two of Wands in reverse. A lot of overthinking. Like, this just feels like a lot of being really in your head. Let me get more on this. Clarifying the Two of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because, yeah, there's the strength and the sin. Whatever it was that you were forced to move on from, first of all, it didn't make you happy. And it didn't make you feel good about yourself. It didn't make you feel confident. It didn't make you feel happy. And so you moving on from this thing was a very good thing. But now I feel like it's about trying to understand, and we'll get there when we shift to your current energy, but trying to understand like the why behind it. Now, I always say this in readings, like understanding why something had to happen, it doesn't take away the pain, but it does make it a hell of a lot easier to work through it. Especially if you were dealing with something that was just like really not good for you. Recent past for Gemini, please. The Ten of Cups and the Two of Swords. And the Hermit with the Death card. So yes, something came to an end. Something that you possibly thought was going to be in your life for a long time. Let me get more on this. I want to clarify this Death card. Because, yeah, I feel like it maybe happened out of the blue for you. Like, you didn't expect it. Clarifying this Death card. But it needed to happen because you were investing in a karmic path. The Magician in reverse. Now, I don't think you realize on some level, Gemini, whatever this was, you were actually settling for it. It didn't really align with your worth as much as you think it does. Think it did. And maybe you know that. When I do these readings, I'm very aware that a lot of it is really confirmation. I don't know why my table's so crooked today. I have to set up this whole thing every day. This is actually my kitchen. So, current energy for Gemini. Karmic path with the Empress in reverse. Current energy for Gemini. So something came to an end in your recent past, but there's like a lot of overthinking it, like a lot of confusion that came with it. Let's see what's going on in your current energy. Current energy for Gemini. See, more inner conflict. Like you're very conflicted about this thing that ended. Like you're not sure was it right for me? Was it not? I feel like there's this level of not fully surrendering to what needed to happen, because this is about revealing what needed to be seen about this thing. I want to clarify this energy, especially this Two of Pentacles in reverse, because whatever this was, with this imbalanced energy, this Two of Pentacles, yeah, there's the Nine of Swords. It actually brought you more stress and anxiety than it did good feelings. But you're conflicted about it for some reason, even though it didn't make you feel good about yourself. You get current energy here for Gemini. Current energy for Gemini, please. It was a karmic path. This situation was a karmic path. And it's almost okay, so yeah, there's that Two of Swords again. You have to make the decision to put a true end to this path. I want clarity on this Two of Swords. What is this decision about, though? I want to know the deeper, what's going on deeper behind whatever this decision is, whatever this Two of Swords is. Clarifying this Two of Swords for Gemini's current energy. Ace of Swords. And Three of Cups in reverse. It's almost like, I feel like there's someone that needs to be removed from your life. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be like your whole life, but definitely like your immediate environment. Could be dealing with a water sign. You definitely don't have to be. I haven't even called out all of the ones I've seen. I think we saw a, I don't know. I don't even remember. So there's a decision you need to make, and it's about like removing some sort of karmic situation from your life. And I feel like for some reason you're conflicted. You're conflicted on this decision. Clarifying Gemini's current energy. Clarifying Gemini's current energy. Even though whatever this situation was, it wasn't good for you. Gemini's current energy. See, you need to reevaluate some things here, Gemini, because I think you need to really look and see if this situation that you're conflicted about, if it even really makes you like feel good about yourself. Because is it truly what you're deserving of with the Justice here? Because I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it makes you feel good. And remember, life is about feeling good, not like the quick highs, like the food and drugs and alcohol and binge watching TV. That's not what I mean about feeling good. I mean like things that reciprocate your energy, that make you feel loved and appreciated and successful and positive vibes kind of thing. That's what you deserve in your life. And so if things aren't aligning with that, then it's kind of like, time to at least create some distance there. Because it has to be your decision to put this situation to an end. I know, well, okay. We'll do this one. Make sure that you're not just investing in something because it's comfortable, and that you're truly investing in it because it brings you joy and like good feeling things. All right, immediate future for Gemini, clarifying protection with the Lovers in reverse. Immediate future for Gemini, clarifying protection with the Lovers in reverse. Now, I feel like no matter what, you're going to be protected from whatever isn't meant for you here. But let's see. Immediate future for Gemini, clarifying protection with the Lovers in reverse. Ooh, okay. We got a lot going on here. Okay. So here's what to expect. When I talk about immediate future, I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen, because you are in control of your future based on how you respond to your reality. 95% of our movements, choices, decision in response to our reality is subconscious. And so that's why the healing journey is so important, is because it reframes a lot of those things that we don't even necessarily really have conscious control over. But when I do talk about immediate future, it's where your focus should lie. Because here's the thing. You have been letting yourself, for lack of a better phrase, get a little bit walked all over here. And I feel like it has really impacted the way you view yourself. Here's the Empress in reverse again. We see it in your current energy. And the way you view yourself sends you down karmic paths. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel deserving, you don't feel like you are capable of whatever it is you wanting to accomplish in this world, you will choose things that are either safe or, are, good on paper, but don't make you feel good, or whatever the case is. And that keeps you trapped in experiencing situations that you are not deserving of. And so this situation that had to come to an end here, that you needed to move on from, it happened so that you could take your power back from it and start to make decisions that align with what you deserve, instead of that align with this karmic idea of you not being deserving. Because that really is a karmic cycle. And so your immediate future is about shifting your perspective on, what it is you're trying to have and create in your life. It's like if you could have anything you desire, and if whatever it was that what you desired could, you know, focus on how you want to feel is ultimately what I'm getting at. If you want to feel financially abundant and feel like you are investing in a career that makes you feel good about yourself, and you want to feel like you're in a relationship with the perfect person for you, you want to feel loved, you want to feel appreciated, you want to feel accepted, you want to feel these things. If you focus on, are the situations in my life making me feel the way I want to feel? Or am I investing in them because I fear there's nothing better for me? Because that will allow you to differentiate if it's a safe choice or if it's a choice that actually aligns with what it is that you're deserving of. Now, the choices that go in alignment with what it is you're deserving of usually come with a lot of fear, because those choices are you putting yourself first. And if you are not experienced in that, because you've been, for a while now, Gemini, you've been allowing other people to kind of not put you first, then it's going to be very uncomfortable, because your comfort zone is going to be not being put first, not having your needs and your desires met. And so your immediate future is about really making sure that you are not just doubting that what you're deserving of is capable of manifesting. Immediate future for Gemini. And that's this protection card. It's almost like yes, like your path is always protected. The universe is always, always has your back. We often lose what isn't meant for us because we're deserving of a better. But also, that's how you protect yourself, is choose yourself, put yourself first, and that will always um turn out better for you. Immediate future for Gemini. Ace of Cups. Some sort of it's like a like something emotionally in your immediate future, I feel like is going to impact things. But I don't necessarily know what I mean by that. Clarifying this Ace of Cups. There it is, the leap of faith. It's okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Make sure that, when you choose, I just kind of talked about it, but when you choose situations that are out of your comfort zone, you take leaps of faith either away from or toward what isn't, away from what isn't meant for you and toward what is. And sometimes there's a little middle ground there where we're not really sure. The emotional side of things is like the hardest thing to differentiate from the truth, because your emotions are going to tell you, hey, Gemini, you're choosing yourself here, and this is new. I don't know, we don't know how to handle this, we've never done this before, this is really scary. Are we sure that we didn't just, are we sure that we didn't mess up by walking away from that? Or are we sure that we're not messing up by taking a leap of faith towards what I deserve? That part of you is going to go, hey, Gemini, hey. And it's going to make you second guess yourself. And it's really important that during those times that you remember your worth, because that's going to keep you in alignment with what it is that you deserve, instead of pulling you back to your comfort zone, to safety, whenever you kind of experience that kind of energy. All right, immediate future here for Gemini, because it's inevitable on your path. Like, you're always going to have those emotional um those emotional moments of like, oh my gosh, like, this is so scary, am I doing the right thing? And it's like, yeah, you can be confident. If you're choosing yourself, you can be confident in that. Immediate future for Gemini. Ooh, cool message. So I don't know if this Knight of Wands, for those of you who don't know, when I pull a card, I don't know whether it's upright. It's not, I don't take it as it falls, I take it as it feels. And I can't tell whether this one's upside down or not. And the reason being is because not all Geminis are going to make the best decision for themselves. Gosh, Gemini, I hope you do. But gosh, I'll tell you the last time I said gosh, but this card is sabotaging your happiness. This is taking a leap of faith towards your happiness. And so it really is. It's kind of going to be like your decision here, Gemini. It's going to be your decision about what you do. And I feel like it really kind of it comes down to how willing you are to see to see your worth and to release all of the reasons that you don't see your worth so that you can choose situations that align with your worth. Now, if you do make a mistake, it doesn't mean like, oh my gosh, your life is over, right? Like that's not how the universe works, not how the world works. It's not saying like you have it's now or never, Gemini. No. You make a decision, you'll repeat the cycle and you'll eventually, get it right. And that's okay. That's the whole concept of like divine timing and, breaking cycles and generational curses and blah, blah, blah. But just know that the decision of choosing yourself and doing what makes you feel good is the right decision. Okay? All right, Gemini, we're going to hop on over to the extended. I am going to clarify these messages as well as pull some advice and a specific advice card for you guys at the end. Thank you so much, as always, for the support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you are needing today. Thank you guys for the support on my video last week. It was overwhelmingly awesome for me. I used to have a tarot channel in the past a few years ago that I got rid of for some personal reasons. And so I'm restarting my channel again and I'm getting to watch this magic of the universe having my back this time around. Talk about sabotage. I definitely did a little self-sabotage there in the past, but we're back and I'm excited to be here. And I'm very grateful. So thank you guys. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right. Bye, Gemini.